If you are the owner of an S corporation, you might be paying for some business expenses personally. Things like your cell phone, internet bill, mileage, home office. Here's the problem. If your company just reimburses you without the right documentation, the IRS could treat that money as taxable income. So that's where what we call an accountable plan comes in. It's a simple but important policy that protects both you and your business, making sure that reimbursements stay tax-free when done correctly. So what is an accountable plan? It's an IRS-approved reimbursement policy for your S-Corp used to pay back employees, including you as the owner, for business expenses that they pay for personally. It's called accountable because you want to account for the expenses, meaning you document what was spent, when, and why it was for a business purpose. When you follow these rules, the reimbursements don't get taxed as income to you, and they stay deductible as expenses for your S-Corp. That's a big win-win. Your business gets a tax deduction, and you avoid paying income or payroll tax on those reimbursements. So why you need one? When you don't have an accountable plan, any payments that the company makes to reimburse you could be considered as wages. That means they'd be subject to income tax, Social Security, and medical tax. Plus, it could create extra paperwork and higher tax bills for you and the business. With an accountable plan in place, you stay compliant and make sure every reimbursement is handled properly. Clean, clear, and audit proof. So how do you set one up? It's actually pretty dang simple. So you're going to create a written policy. Draft a simple document that says your S-Corp is going to reimburse employees for ordinary and necessary business expenses. And it must state that employees must provide documentation, so receipts, invoices, any kind of substantiation that is going to prove that the expense actually incurred. And if there's any extra reimbursement, they must return it to the company. So if you accidentally reimburse yourself too much, you got to pay the company back. Now, the good news is we've actually got a good written policy that you can implement today. I'm going to leave that down in the comments section in the description. I'm still getting used to the whole YouTube thing, but we'll get it figured out. It's going to be somewhere down below. So once you have your written policy, you must require proper documentation from the employees, including yourself. So you've got to timely submit expense reports showing the date of the expense, the amount of the expense, the business purpose of the expense. That's key. Make sure it's for an actual business purpose, and receipts for all expenses. Make sure you set an actual reimbursement process in place. So get those expense reports in regularly, typically monthly, sometimes quarterly, it's fine, but monthly gets you on that nice regular cadence. The S-Corp will then reimburse you and other employees by check or transfer. You've got to have a mechanism in place to handle the excess reimbursement. So if you get reimbursed more than you spent, again, you return the excess to the company. And finally, make sure you keep some good records. So save copies of your accountable plan policy and all of your expense reports. Do it in your perpetual data room, your permanent file, whatever you want to call it. Just make sure you're maintaining the records in the event of an audit. So it protects you if the IRS ever reviews your tax return, does an examination, audit, what have you. So here are some common examples of reimbursable expenses. The accountable plan can cover things like mileage for business driving. So make sure we understand the difference between business miles and commuting miles. But if you have business miles for your business, that can be covered under the accountable plan. Cell phone or internet used for business or partially used for business, you may have to prorate the business use against the personal use and make sure you document that as well. Home office expenses, if you have an area in your home that is used exclusively for business, you can reimburse yourself for some expenses like mortgage interest, utilities, things of that nature. Meals or travel directly related to the business. So if you're paying out of pocket, you take a client out to lunch, check out our other video on business meals, so you know what is actually a deductible business meal, but that can be reimbursed as well. And office supplies or software that you pay for personally. Just remember, everything must be ordinary, necessary, and directly related to your business activities. So wrapping things up, just think about your accountable plan as your S-Corp's reimbursement roadmap. a simple system that helps you stay tax efficient, organized, and compliant. It's not just about avoiding penalties. It's about keeping more of what you earn while staying on the IRS's good side. And again, check out our accountable plan policy that we have below. It's free to anyone. Just got to click the link and go from there. I'm David Lewis. I'm a certified public accountant, the owner of High Impact CPA. If you or your business are looking for tax strategy or want to figure out how to become more profitable in your business journey, please feel free to reach out to us. I will also leave links for that in the description below. Okay, thanks everyone. Take care.